Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for ABC-7 After the Game. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Paul Seacaller.
And we begin tonight in U.S. federal court. Ismael El Mayo Zambada made his second appearance in front of a federal judge in El Paso this afternoon.
And Mayo Zambada, the co-founder of the Sinaloa cartel, was arrested along with one of the sons of Chapo Guzman, Joaquin Guzman Lopez, in Santa Teresa last week. ABC-7's Heriberto Perez was at today's status conference inside of the U.S. District Court in downtown El Paso and files this report.
El Mayo Zambada's second hearing here in downtown El Paso lasted less than 10 minutes. What I can tell you is that the courtroom was full of journalists, U.S. Marshal deputies, and lawyers. U.S. federal authorities didn't allow us inside with any cameras or videos. That's why I want you to take a look at these sketches of El Mayo Zambada's second court appearance. He seemed sick and he only spoke one word, sí or yes. He also showed up once again in a wheelchair. He was wearing a blue hoodie which appeared to have written Socorro over a soccer ball. It looked like he was wearing a jumpsuit under the hoodie. He had orange gel shoes. They looked like Crocs. El Mayo Zambada was arrested last Thursday in El Paso after he arrived in a private plane at the Doña Ana County Jetport in Santa Teresa. Today's hearing was mainly about two things: a possible conflict of interest and whether he will be tried along with other Sinaloa drug cartel members. The U.S. District Judge Kathleen Cardone asked El Mayo if he knew his current attorney used to represent his son, El Vincentillo, in Chicago. The judge said that was the possible conflict of interest. El Mayo said sí or yes, that he knew that. We got a chance to speak with his lawyers after after the hearing, but they didn't want to give any comments.
Yes, right now is not the time to make a comment. We're barely getting started.
Why not?
Because we're not going to make a comment. That's all.
Can you give him a comment about his health?
No, not yet.
And El Mayo Zambada's next court hearing is scheduled to be for Monday, September the 9th at 1 p.m. here at the U.S. District Court in downtown El Paso. We also had a chance to speak with some prosecutors with the U.S. Attorney's Office, but they didn't have any comments either. I'm reporting from downtown El Paso, Heriberto Perez, ABC-7.
Thank you, Heriberto. Our ABC-7 crews also reported that Ismael Mayo Zambada was surrounded by 4 U.S. Marshal deputies during the hearing. Another dozen marshals also stood in the courtroom and outside during that hearing.